Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome to a little bit of Into the Breach. This is looking like a pretty nasty level here. I'm going to drop down here with this guy and hope that these guys all continue piling onto that spot so I can push some people into the acid, but this is actually a pretty interesting looking configuration just because I know that two of these guys aren't going to come up to me or anything like that. This guy's not going to, and I can batter this guy around, but like it doesn't matter because he's kind of a flyer, so I can knock him into the acid. It's not going to do anything. So, and also the fact that there's 5 enemies on deployment is pretty brutal. So let's drop in and see what is going on here. Okay, so I could potentially kill this guy. I can ignore him. We have to push him, that's fine. Okay, and we can ignore him. Okay, good, good. Lots of good stuff going on here. The one problem is I can't really do much about this guy right now. Also, this guy just moved in the way. Asshole. So, what I could do is I could fire this guy, move him out of the way, and deal some damage to him. So, that actually almost kills him, which is really nice. So, we'll knock him over there. We'll use your bloody heck. Wow, I am literally one movement point away from being able to succeed at that. I'm already gonna have to use my reset here. Shit. Okay. So with that in mind... Huh. Well, the only real difference about what I have to do here is just have this guy moved in such a way that I won't end up in the backblast of this guy when I do the fire, so I can still do this. It's just I don't want to get killed by this guy. So I can move you here, ignore that stuff there, and then kick these guys out that way. And they'll sort of be like that. This guy, I have to do a punch. Do I have the upgraded damage here? I do. Alright, so that gets rid of the big threat there that I can't push into the acid. Not that I could push anything into the acid this turn. I'm really disappointed about that. So by this point in time in the game, like the levels are going to be devilishly difficult. Like they get real hard. Okay, only one new emerge. Oh, that's good. Can kill him. All right. Ah, shit. Okay. I think we actually risk standing on the acid here with this guy, potentially. Or... So what I want to do is I want to punch this guy to the left into that guy. That'll deal 4 damage, killing him. This guy's firing there. This guy's also firing there, so I have to get rid of those two, but I also have to get rid of him. Honestly speaking, I'd rather get rid of this guy if I'm given the option. So let's see if I can figure out some way to do that. But this is the only one that I know for sure that I've got to do. So we'll do a punch over this way. It's a good thing that guy's got a lot of hit points. So he'll heal back up, which is fine. Now, yeah, he's the only one that could have done that particular hit in my particular composition here. I really wish this guy had some way to do a shot where I was hitting some guy with the back blast here. But as it is, I think what we do is we go for the hit here. Get my health back there. We'll move over here. I'll end up being really risky with this guy, but he gets one shot by most things anyway. And we'll knock this guy into the acid. So they're still going to have 3 enemies. Hopefully we get the grid defense here. If we're lucky. No, of course not. Alright, so now we got 2 of these jackasses. Hopefully they cluster together-ish. No. Okay. Alright, so... There's only one enemy we can deal with by pushing. The other guys we gotta deal with by firing at. So we'll do the push here. Have you fire at this guy. That'll kill him and get us the health back. And then we can do a swipe here. And it's important for me to do the punches now because you actually deal double damage to yourself even just from the other thing that you've got there. So I am still risking a lot here. Okay. He pops back up there. Okay, fine. Shoot. Okay, so what I really want to do is actually do a stomp. I don't think that my stomp actually does 2 damage right now, though. Yeah, so we might just have to let that get hit. Alternatively, I'd do the knockback over here. Maybe we don't worry about the explosions this turn, if I can figure out an angle for it. There's no way I can angle this, though. This is going to explode no matter what I do. This guy's just going to still be alive, this little son of a bitch. Alright, so we do a swipe there. We'll knock this guy into the acid. And we definitely kill this guy. This guy heals back up, so we're going to lose another building. We've got a 21% chance that we end up with something blocking it, but yeah, no. We'll get the power back, though, at the end of this since we protect both generators, so we sort of end up even on that one. So that's okay. Okay, and defend the train. I'm not a humongous fan, but the fact that we don't have to rely on our leap attack is going to help us out a lot here, because the leap attack is really bad when dealing with trains. And the primary reason for that is that the leap attack very likely to damage the train, friendly firing it. Okay, I think we do this. This gets this guy down to 4 hit points, which means I can finish him off with a tank shot, which is a pretty good thing for us here. I really need to upgrade some movement or something like that. The other good thing is this puts this guy in kind of the center of all this, so he's likely to get attacked, priority attacked. I think we might be able to leave the pod as it is. Oh, I put this guy in the wrong spot. Shit. Okay. This is a really bad thing no matter how you slice it. So what I'm probably going to do here actually is move you up here, punch you into the left, which will kill this guy and deal some damage to this other guy. Deal some damage to all of us, but that's fine. Now, I think what we're going to do is move this guy here, kill this guy. He'll explode, but I'll gain my health back, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and push this guy onto there. Oh shit, I gotta reset that. I need to push him in the other direction. Scheiße. Okay. So I need to actually push him in the other direction for a couple reasons here, but yeah, so punch to the left. And then we push this guy this way. Okay, so I've already used up my goddamn reset, which is terrible, but fortunately the only enemies left on the field are relatively weak ones, so yeah, we just have to deal with the new guys coming in. This is potentially going to be a bit of a problem here. Alright. So the problem here is that this guy's arranged somewhere where I can't really get him. I figured they were going to sort of move towards the people I've got here. Not what ended up happening. And unfortunately, because of the way that this guy's positioned himself, I can't really deal with some of the stuff here. Can this guy... I can't get this guy to here, which lets me do this. I might have to let these two buildings take the damage here, I'm not really sure. But what that lets me do is it opens me up to fire down this way, which kills him, which means I could defend the train. But that would destroy the time pod. Well, I might as well fire this shot off this way regardless of how this goes. And then it looks like we just have to punch this guy and let the train get hit. So I think that we just, I think he'll one-shot the train here. And we'll just have to deal with the fact that... Oh no, okay. We still have to defend the damaged train option. Okay. Good. That's a much better spot for us to deal with, so that's going to be much easier. If we're lucky, we'll still be able to do the push in, but I don't think there's any way they can stop me from doing the push here. Okay, so we just sidewinder this guy. Give this guy a good knock-on with this, and he won't go into the pod, which is great. And we knock you into the water there. And yeah, that'll be victory. We did fail half the objective. The train got damaged, but without, with the time pod acquired, that's actually still a pretty okay level there. Still making good progress. Just a reactor core, but that's worth 3 objectives, so... Let's see here. What do we do with this thing? I really don't want to add more to that. I really do need more movement points, and I think that I put it on this guy. Yeah, I really feel like putting it on this guy is going to help us out here because, like, this guy being able to move really quickly around just is really useful. Destroy the acid vats and protect the power generator. So we're going to be losing a lot of action economy on this, destroying the acid vats. Alright. Let's give it a go. I think we go here and hope that they hop into the acid there. Can I actually put this guy, like, over here? This guy can go back here, I think. We're hoping that they sort of cluster around this guy, since he's got a lot of different abilities to get out of that sort of situation. Okay. So I think what we do here is we push this guy this way, and he'll take out one of the acid vats for us. After that, I've got to figure out a way to deal with these two at the same time without damaging this building, which is going to be a bit tricky since this guy will damage one of those buildings. What I could do is kill one of them with this guy, and then deal with this guy using him, but I can't kill this guy or stop him from destroying one of the buildings. He's just positioned right, so I can't quite stop him from doing something terrible. We could have this guy attack him instead. And then I could try to find a shot lined up for this guy. I'd only be dealing 4 damage, and he's got 5 hit points, though. So he'll still be hitting a building regardless. I guess I could fire him into the building, and that would just mean that reduces the damage from 3 or 2 to 1, so that would be the lowest amount of damage. So we'll knock him that way. We will clean your clock there. Fla, I forgot about that. Shit. Still gonna have to do it this way, though. Alright. So we're just dealing tons of damage to our own structures here. Way more than I would like to be, but I really have to kill this blast guy. It's surprising how much damage I'm dealing to myself via the blast guy. Alright, we can ignore one of these guys. We have to deal with him. Okay, so if I go to here... Nice. I want to deal some damage to this guy, but I don't think I've got the means to kill him right now, so what we're probably going to have to do is do a push here. And a side punch here, I think, since I can't afford to do anything else there. I'm really botching this one. Okay, I've got to kill that acid vat, which is going to be tricky. Maybe I save that for the last turn and see if I'm available for that. Okay. I would like to do a jump to here, so that's not actually that hard. We can kill this guy pretty easily. We just fire like that, and that kills him. We do the jump here. I'll still take the hit from this guy if I do it, though. But... well, what if I just jumped behind this guy, killed him, and then had this guy fire at the wall? That might be what we do. We have to do that regardless. Actually, what's the attack order here? No, I do have to kill this guy. Okay. Yeah, so our best bet is to jump behind this guy, since the building's already gone, because I screwed up so much. Don't have to worry about any of that stuff. This guy hits the mountain. Guy hits nothing. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to destroy the acid vat. Realistically speaking, there's just too many enemies on the field here. Okay. Well... How much damage does this guy do? 3? So I can't actually fire at him. Actually, I could because it would push him back. I think to deal with this guy, we actually just move to here, do a side punch that would deal 4 damage, and then get rid of this guy as well. But what if I acided this guy first? The problem is that this guy will still destroy that building, but like this guy, what if I pushed actually you this way? Yeah, that's what we do. Okay, so we push you this way. You'll get killed by your buddy. We move you here. Get rid of this guy. And I can just push this guy back. It doesn't really make a difference since he won't actually hit me this way. So we didn't get a chance to destroy the acid vats. We are going to fail that particular objective. So this mission went appallingly badly. But we're still making some progress, I guess. Okay. So we got to protect the power generator, we got our power back. Not the worst thing in the world. I think we go for... I might even just want to do venting fields to mitigate the amount of damage I do to myself because I'm a moron. Yeah, I feel like I want to do that kind of, and hope that there's a time pod here. Let's go for it. Okay, this isn't too bad. Getting these guys down to 3 means I can one-punch them, so that's good. We'll go ahead and drop these guys here. Get my glasses, I want to see. These civilians are so stupid. Okay, so we'll probably just ignore him this turn. We'll ignore him this turn. We can ignore him this turn, too. Wow, we only have to kill one of these guys. And you know what? I'm just going to actually move you to here. Blast these 2 guys down here. Alright, perfect. I kind of want to move him up so that he'll attack him. Could also just punch this guy to the left one. Okay, so this will hop over and kill that guy. So I don't actually want to do any more pushing on here. I just want to... Well, I can do that, and that's fine. I suppose that means I can kill him with something more minor. Oh, that kill... Oh, wow, that worked. Yeah, exactly as planned. Okay. Well, that's not ideal. Okay, so what we probably have to do is actually just shoot this guy to kill him. This guy's firing at that building as well, though. So what I can do is move over here, kill this guy. And we just fire off a shot. I'm going to actually get close to the center just in case I need to maneuver around a bit. Then we're going to go ahead and just do a bit of a push there. Alright, so they're gonna have 4 this turn, which is a bit unfortunate. It's going to be a little bit harder to deal with that much. One of them's a blast, one of them's gone and acided himself, and this guy's firing at bubbles. Perfect. Okay, so this is all fine. I can ignore him. I can ignore him. So I think what we do this turn is... kill this guy. If I get you out of the way, what I could do is actually push this guy forward. Alright, and I think that we just end turn right now. I'm gonna have you do a block here, actually. There goes the bubbles, but that's fine. That's what they're there for. Gives you that leeway to do this sort of thing. Blocked and emerged, so they've got 3, we've got 3. And I can kind of one-shot most of their stuff this turn. Yeah. The only problem is, like, if I tap that guy, he gets killed. I can actually move back here and do this. And then I can go ahead and do this. Alright. Easy missions are easy. It's still satisfying, though, when you get those easy missions and do it perfectly, but, like, yeah, those hard missions are kind of brutal. Alright, so this is going to be the interesting part. It's a Hornet Leader. These guys I can't, like, knock into acid or anything like that. Which is... hello. Alright, I think we have to hop here. Not really much else for it. I would like to keep my guys relatively close together, but I need something that can do a push on this side just in case. I'm hoping they sort of cluster around this guy. Ooh, that's all nice. Okay. So I think I can kill this guy this turn, which is sort of what we're going for here. I don't care about that damage, so that's fine. This I have to care about, so I think we might risk the acid here. I really don't want to risk acid actually on this particular guy, so what we probably do is go... I can't go there either. Alright, so I've got to figure out a way to deal with this guy. That's going to be the hard part. This one, I can just swipe and he'll be dead, and that is perfect. I could alternatively go to here, actually. So, yeah, we blast him, he's dead. And that's the leader dead. We can ignore him now. If I punch this guy like that, no, that doesn't help any. So what I kind of want to do here I just need to kill this guy this badly. Okay, this one really irrelevant, pretty much. Not too concerned about that little hit there. We're getting a nice block here as well, so... yeah, 1 hit point out of 7 or whatever is not terrible. Okay, we can ignore him. I do have to deal with... actually, no, I've got armor on that guy. Okay. So... if I move out of the way, I can make it so that this guy hits him. To the left. Okay. Into the acid. And we'll do a block over here. And we'll do a repair over here. So what should happen is, this guy attacks him, this guy dies, and then we do a block, so... okay. Nice, nice. Okay. So we do a punch left here, I think, and that'll kill the explosive Vec as well. Perfect. Okay, so it'll be a 2 spawn for the last turn instead of 4. So we can easily deal with 2 spawning things. Especially if they walk into the acid again. Like, that's just perfect. Ugh. Okay, so this should be pretty easy. We can do a punch here, kill him instantly. Move you over here, kill you instantly. Alright, nice. We didn't get very much from this last level, which is unfortunate, because, like, this does increase the difficulty. But this last one does sort of redeem us a little bit there. We only missed ultimately 2 points of reputation, though, so it's not actually as bad as it looks. We also did lose a ton of electricity, though. That one's pretty powerful, but the use limit makes it pretty mediocre. The uses per battle limits again. Pulse, that one's actually not terrible. Okay, so what we do probably here is get 1 reactor core and then 2 of the grid power. And then we figure out what to spend this on. I might go for a movement point, although this particular mech, the Leap mech, is usually good enough at getting into the spot that it needs to be in. Probably doesn't need it that badly. This guy's basically fully upgraded except for the health move thing. I might give him more health at this point in time, but I really think that I should probably go into the final level with this guy having +2 health. I think I'm going to give it to this guy. This final level is going to be a little bit tougher on the hit points, so... Alright, Volcanic Hive, last stand. So, yeah, that's going to be our episode for today. Hope you found this one enjoyable. Hopefully I'll be able to do a full clear this time. The last mission is quite difficult when you've gone for the full clear, but yeah, we'll see how things go. Anyway, I hope you found this video enjoyable, and of course, as always, hope to see you guys all next time.